I'd like to talk here now about other models of resiliency that are important. Um, you know, Models that you can think about in daily working through your life, and they're very effective. The first is, it's one of my favorites. When a problem happens, there are three steps to managing it. The first is depersonalizing it. The second is detemporalizing it, if that's a verb. And the third is creating a plan. So research has shown that families and individuals and people and friends and groups that fail in the face of a difficult problem do the reverse of those three. So mom loses her job and you're in the family system. Now let's do the reverse of those three. So the first thing we do is we personalize it. Oh God, we always lose our job in this family. Grandpa lost his job and dad lost his job and so-and-so lost their job, and this is our legacy. So we all identify with it, we personalize it. And then we elongate the time. This is going to last forever. Not only does this bad stuff happen to us, but it's going to last forever. And the third is you don't plan, because if it's all about you, and this always happens to us, and we personalize it, this is about us, we then don't do anything about it. So the third component is planning, right? So let's do it in the reverse. Mom loses her job. We don't personalize it. This is happening to a lot of people around the country. It's part of the flow of employment. We're going to find another job, or we're going to find ways of making money, or we're going to invent new ways of connecting, right? So that's the first component. The second is, look, it might last a couple of months. We got to reduce our expenses. We got to do this. We got to do that, but only for 2 or 3 months until we right the boat. And the third is, let's create a plan. Fred, can you budget? Sally, can you, call the utilities and reduce our use of cable? Sandeep, can you step up and help with a visioning hour that we all spend imagining what we want to do for work now and how we can do better and all those things. So those three things: don't personalize it, don't elongate the time, and don't not plan. Create plans, depersonalize it. Understand that this is only temporal, it's only short. So that's a first major model of resilience that I like a lot. The second I would call bounce back. So bounce back is, we all screw up. So Jasmine, our beautiful long-haired Jack Russell Terrier, walked into the room. You might have noticed her 10 minutes ago. That was not intended, but it was kind of cool. So bouncing back is, first, something's going on I didn't plan for, momentary acknowledgement, and then roll with it. Oh, well, what is this? Let's use it. Let's have it. Let's work with it. Now, if it's something particular to your work, you're playing a jazz riff on a guitar or a part on a bassoon for the orchestra or what have you, and you hit a wrong note, try to work it in and make it sound like you meant that. But B, bounce back. If you're on a diet and you have a big dinner, more than you intended to eat today in calories, tomorrow morning, bounce back. Get back in the channel. Get back in the flow of the amount of calories you want to eat for that 10-week period so you lose some weight. Just move it back. The mistake people make is, first, they get off the track and they say, God, I'm such a bad person. I had a big dinner. I'm such a bad person. I'm never going to get there. So don't go there. Keep the imagination to zero. You're human. You had a big dinner. Probably was a lot of fun. And now, tomorrow morning, you're going to eat a little less for a while. You're going to get back on track. That moving in and out of the track and staying on the track and envisioning the track you want to be on and staying on it is really key. And the ability, when the train jumps the track, to just bring it back on without a lot of thinking and go straight forward is the Olympic way. Now, within that second model of resiliency, a really key thing is important, a really key thing. A famous psychologist, I think his name was Ellis, last name was Ellis, said, if the question comes up, am I a good person? Don't answer it. And if you have to answer it, answer I'm a good person. As long as you're working to be a good person. And the reason is you don't want to spend a lot of time on, I had a big dinner, I'm on a diet, oh God, I'm such a bad person. No, when the question comes up, you're a good person who just ate more calories than you intended to. Or you're a fantastic jazz guitar player and you hit some oyster right in the middle and you pivot off it and move back in. It's not about your self-worth. Let me repeat. If the question comes up, are you a good person? You don't have to answer it. And if you answer it, if you do have to answer it, I'm a good person. Let's keep moving. Right? So that's another key component of resiliency.